You need to prepare for the Expendables 4. Expendables 4 dedicates to rectifying 2 of the 3 film's significant flaws, so here's how the 4th Expendables film will improve on the prior one. Although the sequel to The Expendables 3 is still in the works, audiences have cause to think that the newest installment of the action series will correct 2 significant flaws in the previous film, The Expendables 3. The Expendables was a tribute and throwback to the blockbuster movies of the 1980s and 1990s, starring an ensemble group of famous action actors led by Sylvester Stallone, along with the allure of seeing an international ensemble of famous action figures join up in a film for the first time. The Expendables featured large-scale action scenes, impressive fighting choreography, and plenty of one-liners between punches and explosions. The ensemble of The Expendables included Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture, Terry Crews, Steve Austin, and Mickey Rourke, with cameos from Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger that would be extended in the sequel. The Expendables 2 also features Chuck Norris and Liam Hemsworth, as well as Jean-Claude Van Damme as the primary antagonist. The Expendables 3 saw the addition of Antonio Banderas, Wesley Snipes, Kelsey Grammer, Kellen Lutz, Ronda Rousey, Glenn Powell, Victor Ortiz, Mel Gibson, and Harrison Ford to the ensemble. Given the franchise's aversion to killing off characters, many of the initial cast members returned, and The Expendables 3 simply had too many characters to worry about, let alone keep track of. The Expendables 3 also made the audacious decision to strive for a PG-13 classification, despite the fact that the first 2 films were R-rated for extreme violence and some language. Stallone stated at a press conference in 2014 via Deadline that the choice was made to reach as many people as possible and that they owed it to the next generation. This explains why several of the new ensemble members were from a younger age rather than icons from previous decades of action. Jackie Chan almost featured in The Expendables 3 but declined due to concerns about the part being too small. Given the bloated ensemble and watered-down brutality, this was most likely a wise choice. Despite being rated PG-13, The Expendables 3 received worse reviews and performed worse at a box office than any of the previous episodes. Stallone and the filmmakers failed to recognize the aspects of the first 2 films that spoke to the core fanbase, and attempts to attract younger viewers were equally futile. If the series wants to rekindle interest in the action franchise, The Expendables 4 must make some critical changes. So far, The Expendables 4 updates have guaranteed a comeback of the famous action series with some significant alterations. In 2010, director, writer and actor Sylvester Stallone assembled a team of some of the biggest names in action for a retro romp about a team of special soldiers carrying out risky tasks around the globe. The Expendables 4 is finally on the way. Stallone has played Barney Ross in the series, and his squad of Expendables fighters has included Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, and others. Over the years, the series has featured notable action hero figures such as Bruce Willis, Chuck Norris, Mel Gibson, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Expendables 4 appears to follow the same general action film formula, with some returning characters, some new names, and an intriguing new path. It remains to be seen whether the long-awaited sequel will be the franchise's final journey or a new starting. There hasn't been much new The Expendable 4 news lately, but what has come out confirms the franchise's new path. The 4th Expendables film was originally reported to center on Jason Statham's Lee Christmas rather than Sylvester Stallone's Barney Ross. Stallone acknowledged his departure from the series, handing over control to Statham. While the series' future beyond The Expendables 4 remains unclear, with Statham signed on as a producer for this episode, there is obviously optimism that this will start a new franchise for the actor in the lead character. On September 4, 2023, The Expendables 4 will be published. The picture was eventually verified to be occurring after several delays and false starts, and filming concluded in late 2021. After rumors of a female Expendables spin-off, the film is allegedly intended as the first installment of a new series, moving the brand in a new path. New cast members for The Expendables 4 include Transformers series veteran Megan Fox, rapper-actor Curtis 50 Cent, and Thai martial art icon Tony Jaa. Perhaps the most intriguing new addition is the Raid's Iko Uwais, who will portray the main antagonist. The ensemble also features Oscar nominees Andy Garcia, Levi Tran, and Jacob Scipio, who are all making The Expendables debuts. What could happen in The Expendables 4 story? The fourth installment of The Expendables updates the popular franchise in an intriguing manner that should result in a fun new take on things. The plot of The Expendables 4 is being kept under wraps for the time being, but it has been revealed that Statham's Lee Christmas will be the main character, with Stallone making his final cameo as Barney Ross. It remains to be seen whether Stallone's Ross will be killed off or proudly gallop off into the sunset. With Stallone playing a supporting role in the film, there are some interesting possibilities about Lee coping with taking over as team captain and possibly having to revenge his fallen buddy. In April 2022, the first video from The Expendables 4 was shown privately at a CinemaCon. The sizzle video allegedly showcased the action and actors of the film without revealing anything about the storyline. Though no formal footage from the film has been released, with a release date of September 2023 on the horizon, fans can anticipate the Expendables 4 updates to be the first glimpse of the film. Following the failure of The Expendables 3, The Expendables 4 must do more than simply replicate the formula of the first two films. To make the series pertinent again, some ingenuity may be required, particularly given that it has been years since the last installment. In 2020, the Illuminati claimed that Stallone's part would be emotional for fans and smaller than in previous installments, though his presence will be felt throughout the film. Although Stallone shows no indications of slowing down, the 77-year-old actor appears to be passing the torch in a number of franchises, including the shift from producing Rocky films to the spin-off Creed franchise. As previously stated, the new ensemble members have the ability to energize the series in novel ways. Although The Expendables 4 continues the formula of bringing in previous A-list celebs, there appears to be a greater focus on bringing in new talent, with the selection of Indonesian sensation Iko Uwais as the primary antagonist. This choice, combined with the hiring of Thai action legend Tony Jaa in an unspecified part, has fueled speculation that The Expendables 4 will be a masterclass martial arts film.